Hey guys, it's H8tea. So welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be probably a little bit longer than usual, but it's gonna be good. So buckle up. This is from the other night when I was on Morbid's panel and Katie was on her own panel doing her own thing and she decided to dox me. So let's talk about it a little bit first, okay? So again, I was not there. I was a guest on Morbid's panel, as I usually am. I have fun going up there. I have a good time, and that's where I was. And another woman who I don't really know, but she has messaged me before saying that, she likes my content and stuff. She's very sweet. She went in onto Katie's panel on TikTok and she is expressing her feelings and they are just god awful to her the entire time. And like her voice is a little trembly, like you could tell she is nervous, like, but she's like, doing what she thinks is right. She's trying to stand up for the Petries. And she said things that they didn't like, and then she mentioned my name, H8tea Joyless, and then Katie Joy doxed me. I wasn't there. I had absolutely nothing to do with what was going on, but this is who Katie Joy is, okay? And it's really sad that after all of these years, she has not changed in the slightest. She's so reactionary that I wasn't even there, but someone says my name, and so she has to throw me under the bus. And like, me and Katie Joy are clearly not friends, but I've stuck up for her in the past when things got so bad that things were like out of control, and I made like a whole thread on Twitter and she thanked me, and like I talked privately to her. This is not a secret for anyone who's going to be like, "Oh my God," it's not a secret. I literally did a whole public tweet about it. Actually, I'll post it right here. Why not? Just to prove it. And I maybe I'm stupid, but I thought that we clearly don't like each other, and that's fine. Like I don't need her like me, and I don't particularly want to like her anyway. But I thought that we at least had some sort of like mutual understanding where like we just wouldn't be horrible to each other. So I have covered her over the years, not really a lot. She likes to embellish. That's kind of what she does. Yeah, my name is H8tea Joyless because Katie Joy and she's joyless, and it's just a play on her name. And I like it. I actually think it sounds really cute and I like it and I'm keeping it. And even though I haven't really talked about Katie in well over a year, I mean, like maybe here and there, but nothing like really. My stuff has pretty much changed to Gypsy. She has to harp on lies basically, and she takes like little things and blows them up, and she thinks that if she says something that it makes it true, and that's not the case. And she also like can't tell time for some reason. So I'll show that also, because this happened the last time. Because this is also, by the way, this is the second time she doxed me. And the first time she couldn't tell time either. And it seems like she still hasn't learned to tell time. So maybe Toad, instead of getting her a shirt that says, "Fuck you, Katie Joy," maybe buy her a clock or like a first grade math book on how to tell time or something like that. Just a thought. And Katie also knows, or at least she should know, because we have known each other for years now. So she should know that I don't like go hard at her. Like, okay, I made 2 videos on her. I'm pretty sure it was 2, maybe it was 3, but I'm pretty sure it was 2. Like when I first made my channel, like a few years ago. 2 videos, 2. And then I never made another one again. Okay, ever again until this year. And really, she's again has not been my content because I kind of find her really boring unless she does things like this, where she goes off on a live and is horrible to people. That is what I find interesting. I truly do. I find it fascinating because I'm like, what is with this human being? What is with this woman? Why does she do the things that she does? Because I just don't understand it, because I'm not built the way that she is. She's very different, and I think it's fascinating in the worst way. But if she's not popping off at someone, honestly, she's boring. She really is. I have insomnia, and I should probably use her voice to fall asleep to, honestly. But don't worry, Katie. After this video, if you're so concerned about me talking about you, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to cover you, because this actually kind of ignited something in me. It really did. I have so much stuff on Katie Joy, and like I was saying, I am not like other creators. I'm not saying that I'm better than other creators. I love everybody in the community, but I won't go to certain levels or lengths that other people will go to. And Katie must know what I'm talking about. She knows the things that have been done to her, said about her, the things that have been put out about her, like everything. I just won't go to certain levels. And honestly, even on Morbid's panels recently, ever since that night of the doxing, never before that, but ever since that night, I have been saying things that I would normally never say publicly about her and putting her on blast. Because if this is how she's really going to be, when I did really nothing to her to even deserve this, then why? Why am I holding back? Why am I trying to, I wouldn't say protect, but like be nice to this woman who is garbage, clearly? So I highly, highly doubt I'm gonna get an apology. I would absolutely love for her to prove me wrong. Katie, prove me wrong. Apologize. Be the bigger person. Do you think you're capable of that? Or is the one and only apology that you're ever going to put out is the one to Nick Snyder when you called him a meth head? And I'm pretty sure you took that apology back. So, yeah. But yeah, don't worry, Katie. After this video, I promise I will never say your name again. Ever. I will never utter your name again. Instead, I'll go Todd Chrisley style and just refer to you as that nondescript YouTuber.
You're nondescript.
Unless I actually get an apology, then that's what it's going to be. And I'm not going to get an apology. I already know that. And you're going to say that you don't care, even though you definitely do. And you'll probably try to throw me under the bus even more. And probably make up more lies and do your Katie Joy thing that's what the reason that creates people to not like you. So you can do that, which is probably what you're going to do, or you can prove me wrong. Let's see what it's going to be. Is H8tea Joyless going to be right again? Probably. Let's find out. And also, just a little side note, did anyone see my intro? That was my original intro from years ago. I thought it was cute to bring it back for this particular video. Because again, Katie Joy is not in my intros because she's not really my content anymore. She could say that she is all she wants, but she's not. And also, well, I was going to say something else, but let's just play what I'm talking about, and then I'll pause in it, and when we get to that part, I'll say it. But just listen to how awful they are to this poor woman, like this poor woman. And I blurred out her face. I put three layers over it just to make sure. And I changed her voice too, and that was a lot of work doing that, but I did it because she asked me to. She's very nice, so I'm not going to say her name because she does not want her name to be said. She asked me honestly to take it out of the video completely, but I said, like, I can't really do the video about being doxxed if I don't like give context, like, you know. So I asked if it was okay if I blurred out her face and I changed her voice. So that is what I did, and it was a lot of work. It was like pausing and going to the voice effect and changing it and etc., over and over and over again, and having to get it like the perfect right second. But yeah, no one cares about that. So I'm just explaining why it is like that, like why she's blurred and why her face, why her voice is different. Oh, and this is just a little side note. If you do happen to know who this woman is, leave her alone. Don't send her nasty messages. Don't do any of that, because I mean, Katie Joy would tell you not to, right? She would tell you not to if you were in her panel. So listen to her. I don't think she would actually mean it, but she would say not to. So if you want to listen to your master, then back off. So now that we got that out of the way, let's watch Katie Joy be Katie Joy, I guess.
Hi, how are you?
I am great. What about you?
I'm wonderful. I just really think that there's absolutely, I feel like if the Petries want to come and now, get anything against Gypsy, I think that's amazing. However, I don't think that this particular creator that I am on their platform is the person that should be.
And we don't give a you think. Nope.
Really? You don't really. So, she has, like, again, I'm only saying, like, I'm not trying to, like,
Get your words out.
I'm just saying, Katie Joy is not the person
you should be going.
Yeah, speak.
Listen, can we not all talk at the same time? Because I would like to hear what she's saying.
Because
I'm just saying, no, I'm not slurring. I'm just saying, Katie Joy is not the person that you should go with. If you're going to go with any creator, you should go with any other creator. Even go with Fancy if you wanted to.
Oh, please.
You hear that? Fancy and Katie are now like besties again all of a sudden. And someone suggests that they use Fancy instead of Katie, and what happens? That's not okay. That's not allowed. Oh, please. But Katie doesn't gatekeep anyone, right?
So I don't think you should go with Fancy either. But don't go with Katie Joy. Like, she is.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay, we go with who we want to. With Katie, the sisters are talking, so we're gonna stay with Katie. So it doesn't matter.
Can I just ask, who even is this woman? Because she's not one of the Petries, right? She's not one of the sisters, but she's like the spokesperson for them, because she's like, we're going to stay with them. We're going to stay with Katie. Who are you? No, seriously, who is this woman? If anyone knows, please let me know, because she's acting like she's a spokesperson for the family. I'm pretty sure they have voices of their own that they could use if they want to. So take a seat, woman.
We're getting
That's very
messages
disappointing, and that's okay.
Hey, you know what? Everybody has an
if you want to do
opinion.
that's okay. I'm not judging you. I'm not.
You absolutely are judging her, and you're being rude.
No, I'm saying you're a bad person, and I would not.
saying that you're 100%.
I would not.
Listen. Everybody has a bad part of them.
What's so bad about?
Yeah, tell her what's wrong with her.
Oh my God! Do you want me to like start off the list? I can't even. I actually thought you were actually a great person, Katie Joy, until until people were like showing me what you did. And
What did I do?
Come on, say what you did. Come on.
Like a timely manner though, because you're slurring real freaking hard, dude.
Do you hear how awful these grown women are to her? She wasn't slurring, okay? She was not slurring at all. You can tell that she sounds extremely nervous. She's standing up for what she believes. She's going up against a panel of women that she doesn't know, and against Katie Joy, who, if you've ever watched her, everyone knows that's watched her, that she is not very nice to people. So I fully understand her being nervous to do this, and I give her a lot of props and credit for going up there and saying what she thinks. She really put herself on the line, and look what's happening to her. These women are awful. You could tell that she's nervous, and they're saying that she's slurring her words. And they also called her, see you next Tuesday, if no one caught that. So that's these women, okay? These people are Katie's panel. Good job.
Oh yeah.
so you're going to embarrass me while she has several lawsuits against her.
I don't have several lawsuits against me.
An asshole. Like,
I don't have several lawsuits against me. I don't know what you're talking about.
You sound like
I'm not.
okay, I tried. I tried.
Didn't try.
I mean, so your only thing about Katie is she has lawsuits against her? You know how many people have lawsuits against him?
And to
I have one lawsuit, and it was it's filed by a cult leader that is accused of human trafficking and sexual assault.
A cult leader that's accused of human trafficking and sexual assaults. That's verbatim from Katie Joy. And this is another example of Katie thinks that if she says something, then that makes it true. So she says that this guy is a cult leader, so everybody is supposed to believe that he's a cult leader. I'm not saying that he's not a cult leader. I don't know. But I'm not going to say that he is as a fact. These are the things that get her sued. And she somehow, like, can't comprehend that and still continues to do it, which is why she gets sued, like, once a year. At least. But yeah, we all know how documentaries work, right? Because we've seen the Gypsy Rose documentary, so we saw I don't know if everyone did, but I'm sure a lot of people have seen the Dancing for the Devil documentary about the 7M quote-unquote cult. That's one side of the story. Did anyone, raise your hand if you did, bother to check the other side of the story? The side of James and Miranda Derrick and what they have to say about everything? Anyone? Because they say it's not a cult. And they know Robert Shin. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that he is a cult leader. I'm not saying that he's not a cult leader. But I'm just saying that this is the exact kind of thing that Katie does that is problematic. She thinks if she says it, then it's true and people will believe her. And sadly, a lot of people do wind up believing her a lot of the times. And that's why she gets sued, because she says things as fact that aren't necessarily fact. And that's a problem.
Is that cool with you? Because if
no, of course it isn't. Oh my god! Like, are you trying to embarrass me? Because
you're trying to embarrass Katie.
What? You're the one that literally came up.
A fact of why she's bad. Get over the lawsuit. We don't care.
I'd also just like to take a moment right here to point out that Katie originally came back at this woman saying, I don't have multiple lawsuits. And then whoever this is on her panel, I don't know her name, is like, we don't care about the lawsuit, because she does have a lawsuit. Katie was trying to go on a technicality. I don't have multiple lawsuits right now, but she has had multiple lawsuits in general. She's just in one right now. But in total, yeah, maybe you should ask her how many it's been. More than a handful.
Okay,
Give me a good example.
There's someone called H8tea Joy, and she's a good person.
Goodbye. No, H8tea Joyless.
What the fuck?
Okay, first of all, H8tea Joyless, her name is. Yeah, I haven't forgotten what her name
hey,
is.
listen, I thought she said Katie.
So do you hear, KJ? Once again, I'm not involved. I'm not there. Someone else says my name, and she goes and doxes me. And then she goes, yeah, H8tea Joyless, you see, I didn't forget what your name was. Did I ever say that I thought you did? I know that you're not like the brightest person in the world, but I don't think you're a complete moron. But apparently you are a bitch. And for no reason, too. There was absolutely no reason to do that. You're so reactionary, you cannot, it's like you can't control yourself. That's literally what it's like. You need help. You really, you need help.
Joy, and then she went away. What the fuck?
Okay, first of all, Katie is H8tea Joyless.
So every time there's silence, it's because she's saying my name. I'm sure it's out somewhere else. I'm sure someone else didn't take it out, but whatever. But she's gonna say it over and over again, and then she can't even say H8tea Joyless, right? She goes Katie Joyless. That's like the whole play on her name. She's so dumb. And for whatever reason, she just can't say anything correctly. Nicholas God June, the Dugers. And yeah, so she's about to go say how I'm pathetic and I'm obsessed with her, which is also hilarious. But let's listen to it and then we'll go over that part.
Can you imagine your life is so pathetic that the only way you have a following is by creating a parody account of someone that you don't like? And then your whole life is just following that person around for 6 years? That's H8tea Joyless. Her name is.
So it pretty much ends there with, well, involving me anyway. So apparently I'm pathetic because I made a parody account about her and followed her around for 6 years. So let's correct the misinformation because Katie thinks if she says it, then it's true. So yeah, my account name has to do with her, but again, I don't even talk about her because she's boring as fuck. And this is the part where I was talking about earlier where she like can't tell time. So I haven't even known that she's existed for 6 years. Haven't even known she's existed for 6 years. I made my Twitter in December of 2020, which means that this year in 2020, Katie, by the end of this year, it'll be 5 years. So in December 2025, it'll be 5 years. So what does that make now, Katie? That makes it 4 years. Are you following? Am I speaking slowly enough for you? You comprehend? I know like English isn't like your thing, even though like you claim to be a journalist. So like usually if you're not good in English and you're good in math, but apparently that's not your thing either. But even last time she doxed me, she messed that up too. So let's look at that. So this first tweet is just like the tweet that I was responding to. Doesn't really have much to actually do with it, but the next one shows like her lack of intelligence, let's say. But anyway, so I'm responding to this person. I'm saying, your account was made in April 2020 and it's now July 2021. I've never been good at math, but I'm pretty sure that isn't 2 years. Because if you look at the previous one, Katie said that account had been harassing her for 2 years, which is exactly what she said about me. So now I wish I could show you this. It's in a video, but you know what? I was gonna put it in this video, but this video is now officially so long. Like oh my God, I'm almost at 30 minutes. My goodness. So I'm gonna have to do a part 2, and best believe I'm going to look for that clip and I'm going to put it in because I have everything from that time. I really, really hoped that I would never have to put any of this out because other people were already covering it. Other content creators already had everything out. And I thought that it was already big enough. Like, I was so happy that everyone supported me. Of course I was. I was so happy about that. But I didn't want the drama also. So I saved everything just in case, hoping I'd never have to use it. But I saved it and I have it. And I guess I'm gonna have to use it now. But so yeah, in the clip that I'm going to put up in the next video, if I find it, which I'm gonna make sure I find it because I have it, so I just have to dig. She said this whole thing about how I had been stalking and harassing her or something for 2 years, and I was like, I've had my account for 3 months, 3 months, 2 years, same thing. So that's what this tweet is. I was like, well, the same thing was said about me in March, and I made this account in December. So it was 3 months, but 3 months, 2 years, same thing. She really is just like a huge LOL cow. She really is. And again, I'm going to say for like the 100th time, I wasn't even there. I had absolutely nothing to do with what was going on. And this is just her. So this is a prime example of how she is and who she is. If you want to support someone like that, then go ahead. I mean, do you, but I'm definitely going to side-eye you for sure. But unlike Katie, I don't tell people who they should and should not follow. She says that she doesn't do that, but I have proof of that too, so stay tuned. I'd also just like to take a moment here to put in something that I forgot to mention. I thought about just waiting till the next video, but I think it should be on this one. And maybe I'll probably put it in the next one too. So if anyone saw that video that I put up recently, about Katie Joy's husband and the Mein Kampf book, the book that Hitler wrote, and how everyone always said that he rated it 4 stars, and I was proving that he didn't actually rate it 4 stars. That's another thing. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to go and defend her husband. I just prefer that the truth be out there, and I don't want lies being told. So I like factual stuff being put out. So people had said that he rated the book 4 stars for years, and I was like, I'm putting this to bed. That's not true. This is the case. But in that video, if you watch it, you will see that I purposely went out of my way to not say her husband's name. Her husband's name is known by everybody. Okay, it's known by everyone, but I went out of my way, and I even said I'm not going to be the one to say it. You want to know why, Katie? Because I'm a better person than you, and you just proved that. So thank you. And also, I had this entire live stream, and there were so many golden moments of just things she said that were either like her describing herself and not realizing, or blatant lies, or bashing someone that should maybe hear it, etc., etc., etc. So I think I'm going to do a whole video on that too. So let me know if you want to see like a video, or should I do a live stream about it? I think a live would be kind of fun actually, but let me know what you guys want. But yeah, so I guess I'm going to be making a part 2 to this because I still have a lot more stuff to show. And while I was looking for all of this stuff, I came across other stuff that I had even forgotten about. So I guess if she's gonna accuse me of covering her, then I might as well actually cover her, right? Because she thinks that I built my channel off of her, which is hilarious because I made 2 videos about her like 4 years ago and didn't really get much out of it. And then this year I started making videos on Gypsy, and that's what got me my followers. Do you think it'll bother her knowing that she's not the one that got me my followers? Because I think it will. And also, her saying that I'm pathetic because my whole life revolves around her or whatever she said. I don't even know what she said because it already left my brain because it doesn't matter that much to me. But let me just say this. Katie, I leave my house. I go hang out with my family and my friends, something that you don't have. You don't have a family because you went no contact with them because, well, do we really want to get into that? I'll let you tell that story. You could tell the lies if you want, and then I'll tell the real truth. Because don't forget, I have the receipts. And I have friends that I go hang out with. You don't have any friends at all. You literally never leave your house, ever. So, who's the pathetic one? So I'm actually going to go, it's Saturday night, so I'm going to go live my life right now. I'm going to go out and I'm going to have a good night. And you're going to be there probably, I'm sure you're probably going about live right about now, actually. Sipping your Spanish red. Have a good night, everyone. I love you all so much, and I'll see you for part 2. Love always, H8tea Joyless.